Hi Taurus, welcome. This is going to be your spiritual tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. Taurus, when I was meditating for your reading, a song really jumped out at me and then I caught myself singing it when I came out of the meditation, and I don't know the name of it, but he says, oh gosh, how does it go now? He says, I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. Yes. So I honestly cannot remember the name of that artist or the song, but I absolutely know someone will, so put it in the comments. Check out the lyrics to that song. You may resonate with it. I actually haven't heard that one in a while. But it's the sense of like, to me, what I was feeling off of that is like, I don't want anybody to tell me how to be or how to behave or who to be. I just want to be myself. And I feel like that's kind of what's coming through. Or there's like this message around the Taurus energy of, yes, to just honor yourself. Just be yourself. You know, you are your own calling card, right? And when we try and be what other people want us to be, we don't honor our true self. And if you want to feel good, you got to honor who you really are. And actually life starts to flow a lot easier to you. You find your way a lot easier when you are being your authentic self. So, yeah, that song, check out that song. That's kind of the messages I was getting around that, but also check out the lyrics and see what it means to you. But, I'm getting another part of that song. There's a part of the song, I think, where he says identity crisis. So I don't know if that's something that you're going through. I've got some maybe midlife crisis Taurus people coming through. Or you might be connecting with someone or people who are going through their own identity crises, right? Like who you thought other people were may not be exactly who they are. You know what I mean? Or maybe who you thought you were wasn't exactly in alignment with what your true self knows about you. So there's definitely these messages coming around identity, how you identify yourself, how you know yourself. At the core of who you are, Taurus, Spirit wants me to remind you that you are love. You are loved and you are love. That is the core of who you really are. But let's get into it and see really interesting messages to get us started. You have Neptune here, Pisces energy for some of you. Could be in your chart. You could be dealing with someone with that in their chart. Or it's just simply the influencing vibes. This talks about imagination, memories, your dream state, your spirituality. It's a very emotional energy as well. Talks about compassion and empathy, but also escapism, right? Also a little bit of a confusing energy. Things not quite as they seem. And this card actually talks about wearing a veil, okay, or a mask. So again, there's that message here. I keep wanting to say all is not what it seems. Whether that's with you or someone you're connecting with, all is not what it seems. This is not a time period to take things at face value. I'm not trying to create paranoia in the Taurus energy. I'm just saying I feel like there's more to the story of what's going on that has yet to be revealed. And sorry, came from the mountains, crush of creation. That song is still playing. All I have to do is think of me and my peace of mind. All I have to do is think of me and my peace of mind. And I'm sorry if I'm not getting the lyrics 100% right. Don't shoot the messenger, y'all. I just say it how I hear it. But, yeah, really interesting. So there's also like, it's all about your peace of mind. As long as you have peace of mind at the end of the day, it really does not matter what other people think, how they view you, what their understanding was. This is not a time to try and explain yourself or to make others understand you. This is a time to reflect internally and you understand you, right? Because I feel like you know, and I got this message. Yes, I did. Okay, if you don't follow me on Facebook, why? Why not? It's linked in the description box, but in the About section, Tarot Time with Dana. But I did a live last night where I did tarot on my Facebook, and I specifically got a message for Taurus. And the message was almost identical to this message, which it was like, have you ever tried to clear the air or clear your name, and all it did was make it worse or muddy the waters even worse? That's what I'm feeling, right? It's like the more, if you were to try and explain, right, or put more action around a situation, it would muddy the waters, right? This is not a time for that because of what's going on planetarily, what's going on in the collective energy. Instead, this is a time of like inner reflection for you, Taurus, and for you to understand you. And to stay in your power, to stay grounded, to be who you really are, and not let others sway you from that, right? So, yeah, let's go a little bit further and see. I want to go listen to that song now. All right, so we're going to go into the headspace first, Taurus, and see what we have going on there. Then we're going to look at your emotions and what you got going on underneath the surface. Then we're going to look at the big spiritual picture and go from there. And I have my little guest doggy with me in the background, little Miss Daisy. She's going to be hanging out with us today. So let's see what's going on for Taurus. Gosh, I really want to look up the lyrics to that song, like, right now. I just feel like it's so pertinent. All right, so 10 of Pentacles. Woo! 7 of Wands. Page of Cups, the Strength card. The 10 of Swords. So, Taurus, when it comes to the headspace, I feel like there's a lot of distractions going on in the energy. It may be actually hard to focus. Or just like you're focused on a task and then your mind gets pulled elsewhere, or you start to think about the next thing that you have to do before you finish thinking about the task at hand. It's partly because of this kind of veil type of energy that's crowning the reading here. But this is talking about like paying attention what's most important to you. And I feel like what's most important to you is your peace of mind. Having peace in your life outside of like your social circle, outside of work, outside of any outside obligations are going to take a back seat. This is like a time to prioritize family, those that are meaningful to you, home, your own peace of mind, right? This is talking about after some sort of rest period here, Taurus, or going within to kind of find your inner peace, then opening up. So that's not going to last forever. It's almost like they're giving me the term the calm before the storm, but I don't want to, but I'm not feeling like some bad storm, you know, coming. I don't want to throw fear out there. It's just like before you open up to your new chapter or before you can be open to a new experience, there's like this seclusion that is needed first. It's almost like before you go out into the world, it's like this rest period that's coming through first, right? And then you bounce into a whole nother chapter here. The Spirit's really trying to keep you open-minded. Some of you really want to be closed off to some sort of new change, okay? Or a new idea that might be coming through because maybe it's outside of your comfort zone. Maybe it's not something you're familiar with, but Spirit is actually guiding you to be open to this because you're strong enough. Stronger than yesterday. I think that's a song, but I'm not sure. This is very much a clearing energy, which is funny because I got that message earlier about clearing the air, right? Or feeling like you need to clear the air, and Spirit saying, you know, the air is going to clear itself here. Okay. So stay open-minded, but yes, take some time for yourself to prioritize what's important to you right now, including your own mental well-being here. But I actually feel like this beautiful energy coming through right on the heels of that really is going to show you how strong you are, and it's going to bolster your confidence here and your ability to be open-minded, right? There could be a change or a shift coming in that initially you may not be open to, but then eventually I feel you softening around that and becoming more open, right, to the new possibilities, which it's not so unusual for us fixed signs. So I'm a fixed sign as well. I'm an Aquarius, but the fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Sometimes we don't really like change, right? We're not always the most open to it. It's like we know what we know, we like what we like, we're familiar with what we're familiar with. But if you give it time, we tend to soften up, right? We tend to then allow the change. And I kind of feel like that's that fixed nature about you, Taurus, that's coming through here. So let's go into the emotional space and see what's going on there. Came from the mountains, crush of creation. There's that song. All right. 10 of Wands. And you know, if I think about the lyrics to that song, right? Like, I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. There is a little bit of resistance in that, right? It's like, I don't want to. The lyrics start out with, I don't want to, right? So I just kind of feel like there's something happening in the Taurus collective where, like, your first instinct is like, I don't want to, you know? And if you truly don't want to, you won't. But I honestly feel like this change has to deal with more than just you. So it's kind of one of those things, like, it's going to change either way. So you can mold with it, Taurus, or you can buck against it. But you're being encouraged to be open-minded and to see, like, some sort of new avenue or possibility here for you. 10 of Wands, the Star card. The Wheel and the High Priestess. All right, so this is talking about your healing journey. Okay, that wasn't what I was going to originally say, but those words kind of took over. It may feel like you're going at this alone, but you are definitely not alone, Taurus. You're never alone. But whatever difficulty this has been going on, and this is on an emotional level, there seems to be like some difficulties here or things feeling harder than you want them to feel. There's a reprieve coming in around that and a change of luck. I heard a stroke of luck, right? This is like destined timing, divine timing. Let me correct that. There's some sort of divine timing in all of this. And if you just trust and listen to your intuition and give it some time and not try to overexert yourself or over-explain yourself, let this energy pass, then you will see the bigger vantage point here, or you'll see how divine the divine really is, right? The divine is always at play in our lives. And sometimes when hardship comes or things feel difficult, it's easy to forget that, and it's easy to feel like forsaken. But all really is working out for you. Even in the face of adversity, it is working out for you because it's creating growth. It's creating expansion. And there's something in this for you, right? In the long run, there is something in this that you wanted, right? That you that spirit knows that is on your path, that is going to be the ultimate reward, is what I'm getting. But it won't be evident to you. No, they're rephrasing it. It will be evident to you, but in time. And they're highlighting Aquarius season, so end of January through February. You might also feel like your luck changing in your favor around that time period after 2023, because you're getting some sort of divine download during Aquarius season. And we are going into the age of Aquarius as well, which I'm not sure how long that spans. Is it 10 years or something? I'm not sure. But it's like, whatever, they're giving me the song, God Bless the Broken Road That Led Me Straight to You. Right? But this doesn't necessarily need to be about a person. But it's like, bless the long road, right? The hard road. Because it's ultimately leading you to wish fulfillment. Healing energy. It's really interesting to me, Taurus, because I pick up some stubborn energy here. Not you, Taurus, never. The bull? I'm being facetious. You know, good and darn tootin' well. I said darn tootin'. I was trying not to say damn, but I said it anyways. And I don't know, darn tootin' was much better. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Jeez Louise. You know darn well that you could be a pretty stubborn, okay? All fixed signs can be. And I'm getting like this, I'm getting kind of like this stubbornness here, which I'm not saying you don't have good reason. I'm not here to say whether you got good reason or you don't got good reason. I'm just simply saying that's what I'm picking up. It's like initially, oh, really? Okay, I'm going to give you an example, and don't kill me for this, but this is the example I'm receiving. You know how, like, when you have a teenager and, like, you tell them to do something really simple, like go wash the dishes, and their initial reaction is almost always the same, which is like, no. That was my impression of my teenager. It's just like this slumped over, like, you know. But then, like, they always eventually do it because, like, you're their parent. They don't have a choice, but they have to show you their dissatisfaction before they do it. I'm not calling you a child or comparing you to a teenager because we all do this at some point, but that's kind of how I feel. It's like you're being called to do something and you're begrudgingly doing it, but like you really don't want to. Some of you might try to veer away from it altogether, but there's something on your path here, so it's going to come up again. I hope this is making sense. You know, it's kind of like that. Some of you might actually be dealing with a teenager or children like that, okay? And that's what I might be picking up on. But you know, I try to keep this focused on you and not other people. And that's kind of what I sense is like, I'll go along with it if I have to, you know? But then whatever this is, it ultimately benefits you in some way. Like, but I feel like you can't see that part. It's like when we jump to conclusions, when we're in a stage of our life where things maybe are not working out for us, it's like trying to close an open book, but you're only halfway through and calling it the end. You know what I mean? It's like opening a book, being halfway through, and then the book gets difficult and saying, that must be the end. But it's not the end. There's like 17 more chapters to go. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the beginning, actually, is what I'm hearing. So let's go to the bigger spiritual picture. I can't imagine, like, people who don't who don't know me or follow me, if they come across my videos and they're thinking like I'm gonna do like an X spread, and I'm over here like saying things like darn tootin' and talking about the stuff that I talk about. They're probably like, what kind of tarot is this? Well, this ain't about your ex. I mean, I guess it could be for some of you. Take it how it resonates, but I feel like this is bigger than that, all right? It's bigger than that. Okay, so the Three of Wands. The Devil. Knight of Wands. Nine of Swords in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse. So I'm glad these are in the reverse, but they're still showing up in the reading. So this is talking to me. This is like trying to move forward, but having trouble cutting the strings. Be careful with that, because if you're reluctant to move forward and you're moving forward anyways, but you're still holding on to something, you're going to bring it into your new chapter. And this is, I'm talking about on an emotional level. If you have something that you have yet to deal with on an emotional level that has the ability to affect you negatively, and you don't resolve that before you go into your next new year, new chapter, new relationship, new job, whatever this is pertaining to for you, you will bring that energy right into that new experience. Because you take you wherever you go, and you are the decider of your point of attraction, and everything that you attract into you is based on your thoughts, your emotions, and your dominant mood, right? So they're giving me the song Bad Attitude. Careful with that. Like, it's okay to feel how we want to feel, but ultimately resolve it in yourself before you step forward, before you take action, if you're not wanting to repeat history, because there's also there's an opportunity to heal something and move forward, but there is also this warning about if you don't heal it, you're going to repeat another cycle of it, right? So this does require some self-reflection, and that's why the message was at the very beginning not to go outside of yourself to look for a resolution right now. It's an internal job. How can you soothe your mind, your heart, and your emotions? How can you find the silver lining in what you have in your life? How can you find a place of gratitude for the things that you do have going right for you? It's about figuring that out. And it's definitely not time to take action when you are feeling anxious or sad or overwhelmed or drained, right? So this is a call to you, Taurus, to do the inner work and do the inner reflection. And it could just be as simple as taking some time to yourself and focusing on what's important to you and what is going well for you. Stop hyper-focusing on what you don't like and start to focus on what you do like. And as you place your focus on the things that you do appreciate about your life, that appreciation will grow, it will change your point of attraction, and you will place yourself in a better position to attract to you a better outcome. It's as simple as that. So let's see what the law of attraction has to say about this for you, Taurus. Law of attraction guidance. It says, this is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. You are an extension of God here in this magnificent physical body. The amazing diversity of your time-space reality provides you the perfect balance from which you can create and attract. There has never been a better time to be alive or to be upon your planet. Remember that. The world is your oyster, Taurus, and it's waiting for you. So, zodiac signs that you might be dealing with or have in your own chart. I have Capricorn here. I have Aquarius. I have Leo. I have Pisces out twice. Taurus, Virgo. But it is a Cancer energy over there. It's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos over there. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below. Also linked in the about section of my YouTube. Check out that live I did on my Facebook last night, Taurus. I feel it's going to resonate with you. But until next time, my friends, wishing you the very, very best. And namaste. Bye.